Hytale Early Access has been out for a few days now. While the game is super fun, it's not perfect. There are plenty of small issues that affect the experience, but luckily the game launched with full modding capabilities, and the modders have been working hard to bring us new experiences as well as some familiar ones that veterans of mining and crafting games will recognize. Today, we're counting down the top 10 mods that fix some early access issues and make the game feel smoother, more rewarding, and more fun. These aren't ranked in any order. With that being said, let's jump right in. Ever been totally confused by Hytale's crafting system? With no clue what certain items or blocks are for, how to find them, or where to craft them? All to Know is here to fix that problem, giving you all the detailed info you need right when you need it. I've tried a few different info mods, and this one seems to be the most helpful, having some features that others don't. After installing this mod, you will have the ability to access an informational GUI simply by typing /ATK. You can search for the item you want info on, and by clicking that item, you will have all the info you need. It even supports custom items and blocks from other mods. All to Know includes additional info like crafting information and how to obtain. This mod also gives you the ability to bookmark items and utilize one-click give commands if you are opt in the world. This mod is a must-have for new players and anyone adding custom items in-game from other mods. In the future, I'd like to see an improvement to the UI and better wording on the how to obtain sections, making it clearer to understand. Learning the blocks, items, and entities in Hytale can be daunting. When doing my first playthrough of the game, I would constantly question what ore or block I was looking at. Luckily, the EyeSpy mod adds a useful feature that anyone familiar with mining and crafting games may recognize. Installing the mod will display information on what your crosshair is pointed at, so you never have to question what type of tree you're looking at again. EyeSpy supports block names and mod names, bench tiers, processing time, and chest inventory, as well as entity names and entity health. In the future, the developer plans to add support for mining info, farming info, plugins and add-ons, and configuration options to adjust the display box. This mod is going to be a staple in every mod pack, much like the predecessors before it. In the base game, environmental sounds, combat noise, and ambient audio can sometimes overlap chaotically. Sometimes you just want to turn a specific sound up or down, and right now there's no granular control. Sound Controller aims to fix that problem by letting you fine-tune each individual sound so you get the exact experience you want. After installing the mod, you will see a notification in the chat when entering a world with instructions. Just type /soundctrl to open the sound GUI. From there, you can search for the specific sounds you want to adjust and turn them up, down, or mute them completely. If you are unsure of what sounds you are editing, you can click on the test button to play the sounds. All edited sounds will display in the My Edited Sounds list, so you can easily readjust or revert changes. In the future, I'd like to see an accessibility option to display the name of what sounds you are currently hearing on screen, making it easier to search for that specific sound and adjust it. Hytale's crafting can feel great, until you spend too much time walking back and forth between chests. The developers added the ability to pull items from nearby chests, but the range is so low that you need to place the chest really close to each workstation for it to work. ChestRangeMod fixes this issue by expanding that range and making it configurable. Use /CR to view the new default values. If you'd like to change these, use the /CR command with 3 numbers after to change the corresponding values. Now all stations can pull from further away and you aren't limited to where you put your chests. I fully expect this setting to be implemented in a future official Hytale update, but for now, the ChestRangeMod does a great job resolving one of my biggest complaints about the game. Character creation in Hytale is quite extensive. However, the one thing that has annoyed me from the beginning is how the armor you wear in-game completely covers your character. This makes it rather pointless for some of the customizations, and the capes are really the only thing that matter when you're wearing a full set of armor. Luckily, Chloe's Cosmetic armor mod solves this issue. Unlike other invisible armor mods that use commands, this mod actually adds cosmetic armor slots along with a toggle. To access your armor slots, you'll need to craft one of the custom mirrors that are added. Using the mirror in your hand will open a cosmetic slot GUI and allow you to place whatever armor you'd like to display while still maintaining the stats of the armor you are wearing. This is also a great way to wear items from other cosmetic mods, but we'll go over that in a future video. If you'd like to completely hide your armor instead of changing it, pressing F while having the mirror in your hand will open the visibility toggle GUI, where you can turn off the armor completely. In the future, I'd like to see everything accessed in one GUI. I also think adding better indications of which slots are which would be helpful, and maybe the addition of an interactable mirror block that you can place in your house with your other furniture. No longer will you need to display that armor that's covering up your awesome avatar. How many times have you died in-game only to return to your death location and see your items scattered all over the ground? This is the vanilla Hytale behavior, and it always worries me that I missed something or lost items due to glitching through blocks. Death Corpses fixes this issue by creating a corpse that holds your loot, so you can recover everything when you return to your death location. This mod respects the server item drop configurations, so whatever you have set will still be dropped accordingly. What's cool is the corpse retains your player skin, and the inventory of the corpse will change size based on how many items were dropped. Right now, there is a health bar on the corpse if you have them turned on, so hopefully this gets updated in the future. The next mod is a small quality of life mod for your backpack. Into the Pack makes it so picking up items will put them wherever you already have that item stored. If you already have copper ore in your backpack and you mine copper ore, the ore will go straight into the backpack instead of your inventory. No more having to manually open your inventory to consolidate everything, giving you more time to focus on exploring and gathering. I hope this becomes a vanilla feature because it's a great quality of life update. Hunting small creatures in vanilla Hytale can feel grindy, particularly the birds that take too long to hunt. In real life, if you shot an arrow at a bird, I'm pretty sure it would fall out of the sky. One-hit birds recreates this concept, making it feel more rewarding when you hit that shot. Hopefully the devs do a full mob balancing update at some point, and this will be addressed. But for now, one-hit birds is a great solution. I'm sure I will still struggle to actually hit the bird from afar, which brings me to my next mod. Vanilla archery loses arrows on every shot, which hurts long expeditions and requires you to constantly craft more arrows. Recover Arrows fixes that by letting you pick up the arrows that didn't hit. This allows for less stressful long-range combat, so when you finally defeat the enemy, you can go grab any shots that you may have missed. This is another quality of life feature I would like to see added to the vanilla game. Combat in Hytale is fun, like really fun. There's only two things I wish it had: dodging and perfect parries. I will be covering a perfect dodge mod in the future once it matures, but for now we will focus on perfect parries. This mod turns simple blocking into a chance for a slick counterattack if you time it just right. It gives skilled players a cool way to shut down attacks and control the flow of a fight, making blocking way more than just a way to take less damage. When you perfect parry, you will get some visual effects on screen, as well as a louder version of the default block sound. A successful parry will knock the opponent back a bit and stun them for a few seconds. Attacking right after a perfect parry deals extra damage and triggers a special visual effects on screen. Since the mod first appeared, the dev has already released plenty of updates to refine the mod, and they plan on adding more features, such as stunned animations and custom sound effects. Personally, this is my favorite mod to date, as it makes the combat a lot more rewarding. And there you have it, 10 mods that fix early access problems in Hytale and make the game feel more polished, flexible, and fun. If you enjoyed the video, hit that like button, subscribe for more Hytale content, and leave a comment telling me which mod you think is the most essential so I can cover it in a future video. Thanks for watching and see you next time.